Welcome to the Darth Vegeta Academia channel. So today I'm going to do my breakdown for the Bad Batch episode 2. I didn't do it for the episode 1 because there was only a few days in between episodes and I just couldn't find the time to release it before episode 2 was released. So I went ahead and I'm doing a breakdown for episode 2. So my prediction was they were actually going to be meeting up with Fennec Shand in episode 2 because they've released her artwork and obviously we are getting Fennec Shand at some point in the Bad Batch. But I was absolutely terribly wrong, and they ended up meeting up with Cut and Sue and both of their children, and it was a fun episode. We got to, once again, just like they showed us in Clone Wars, see a little bit into clone life as to what it's like trying to fit into a regular civilian life and have a family and whatnot. And one of my favorite parts about the episode is that once again we get to see Wrecker and his dynamic with younger characters on the show, and it just goes to show, in my opinion, that he's not only one of the funniest characters on the show, but he's also he's just one of the he's a great, and he's one of the best characters in my opinion. So
there's a ship outside.
Jaina, Jack, remember me?
Uncle Wrecker! Who are you? Omega.
So another thing that they did to us was they sat there and they mentioned Captain Rex.
Sounds familiar. Rex told us about the clone troopers turning against the Jedi. You talked to Rex? When? He passed through yesterday.
He passed through yesterday. How could you do this to us, Filoni? I mean, Rex is one of the best characters in Rebels and in the Clone Wars, and it's just we really, obviously we're gonna see him soon, but that was a real tease. That was a real tease by y'all right there, is what that was. So next, I'm wondering, is Rex going to be with Ahsoka? And are we gonna see, when we finally get to see Rex, is he gonna be with Ahsoka, or would he happen to be already with Gregor and Wolf? And do we get to see the story about Gregor and Wolf and Rex removing their inhibitor chips? Or has that already happened? That is the question. So another cool thing is, basically they try to Grogu Omega and just push her off on somebody else, instead of leaving her with who she wants to stay with. And it doesn't really work. She decides to stay with Hunter and the rest of the Bad Batch team. So it's pretty interesting because now we get to see Hunter learning a little bit of what regular life is, as far as raising a child, because that's apparently what we're gonna get is Omega's obviously gonna be with the Bad Batch and with Hunter now. So there was this little clip that I got that was, basically it's kind of heartwarming because we're obviously gonna get a little bit of character development from Hunter, or even a lot of character development for Hunter throughout a lot of this show.
I know I made a mistake, and I have a lot to learn, but you don't have to get rid of me. I left Camino with you. This is where I want to be.
Tell you the truth, kid, I guess I've got a lot to learn too. If this is where you want to be, then this is where you'll stay.
So that's basically what I thought. I have more on this, but I'm literally also making a theory and prediction video that's going to cover some more stuff from this episode, and I didn't want to mix too much into this because I didn't want to get too much into my theory and prediction on this. But this was just my rundown, my thoughts on the episode. Also, did anybody else make this connection?